All right, everyone, here we go with a twin flame journey reading. Twin flame / soulmate journey. Could be deep soul connection. Doesn't really matter one way or another. One deck for the DF, one deck for the DM. I split the polarities here. Let's go. Randomly at the bottom of yours is 6 of Cups. That means something. Because, you know, we're in the wake of the Mercury retrograde reading. In the wake of the energy of Mercury retrograde taking hold. And that reading was very telling for me. The last few readings have been very telling. The weekly reading this week was very telling, especially with what the Cancerians got in their position, which is the hot spot of the cycle. So it's kind of like taking the temperature, sticking the thermometer up the ass of a cycle here and seeing what the temperature is. You know, it's a bit of that. Let's see where we go here. Let's shuffle for the DF side of things. And typically the non-runner in this cycle. I thought this would be a very interesting day to do this. Let's see here. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here or you found Steve Lovechair, or you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. There's a whole playlist of these. You're all moving at different speeds on your timeline. I'm just flowing along here, shuffling for the brand new BMW. I can't wait to get to the 74 Pinto, but we'll see. Give me the DF side, universe. What's going on right now? You already had a 6 of Cups, so something's incoming. Something. You see, there it is. And this doesn't surprise me. It's 9 swords. And we talked about this recently. I know we talked about it, that there's something incoming your way, and it poses, I don't want to say it poses a problem for you, because that's a bit of an overstatement. But your environmental energy is 9 swords. It's not anxiety on this side, on the DF side. It's more anticipation, like you can feel something coming. Right? Like when you can smell in the air it's going to rain, kind of a thing. You know, you can just kind of feel it. It's like that. But I'm not saying it's negative. I'm just using rain as an example. All right? There's anticipation here of what? What's the base energy? 6 of Cups. Can you fucking believe that? It was randomly at the bottom of the deck. I did all that shuffling while I was talking, and it came back. Yeah, something's incoming. I stand by that. But you could feel it. The DF side could feel something's about to happen. Either it's a new soulmate, it can be, or somebody you have it's a soulmate journey. I am splitting the polarity, but this could just as easily be somebody new. I don't know, but I do know a soulmate is incoming, and you'll be able to feel it with this energy around it. There's an antsy, almost static in the air anticipation of something about to happen. Believe it. All right, don't sit there and overthink it and try to doubt it, or that will come into, or that will turn into anxiety. Don't do that. All right, it's very easy to transform that energy into anxiety. No, just something's going to happen. Let it happen. I wake up every day and say something's going to happen. I don't know if it's going to be good or bad, but I know I'm excited every morning because something's going to happen. I just stay neutral in it, and that's my advice for you. All right. Let's go. Let's pull on the DM side. Randomly at the bottom is 4 swords. I do have an open heart chakra here on this side for sure. I was just drawn to the heart on that card. So let's do it. Let's shuffle the deck. Let's see what's on this side here. Let's see what might be incoming, what you might be picking up on at the very least. You're definitely picking up on it with 6 cups crossed by 9 swords. It's anticipation, right? It's like that old song, Anticipation. Anticipation, making me wait. Yeah, a little bit. What's going on with the DM side here? Give me the 74 Pinto. What do we get? Oh, man. You want me to shuffle, don't you? Fuck. Okay, yeah. Bottom, the environmental energy around them is 6 wands. Yeah, heart chakra's open. Didn't I just say that? I felt it off I saw it was drawn to the heart on the 4 of swords that we had randomly at the bottom of their deck. The wreath, the circular wreath. Always heart chakra here. It's mostly heart chakra energy. It's somebody who, I don't know, is in an environment of it's sort of like when you feel good, you take chances. You'll say things. You'll say hi to random people when you go down the street. It's like that kind of energy. Okay, it's somebody who might act out of character, but you know, almost like high a little bit. You know, acting like they're high, kind of a thing. It's a bit of that. All right, and don't take me literal there. I don't mean they're high. What's the base energy here? Yeah, the moon. That's in the light seer, as you all know. That's my Queen of Cups, the redhead here. Underwater, the most love I can pull from the deck underwater, and I'm just drawn to the bubbles. And when I'm drawn to the bubbles, I know she coming to the surface. I think that comes out of nowhere. And that makes sense, doesn't it? It comes from the shadows, pops out at you. Hi, whoa, what's up? Someone acting out of character. Why does that make sense with this? Because you could feel it. The anticipation of something happening. That would be the moon card. That would be that. It's that camping with my father I always talk about in the deep, dark woods. You sit there all night worried about something. Something might happen. Something might happen. And that energy, you could feel the anticipation. It might just be a raccoon, but if you run with it, it can turn into Bigfoot. And that's where this transforms into anxiety. You follow? I'm just trying to explain the energy to you. All right? So yeah, this jives. Okay, whatever this is, it comes out of left field. It comes out of nowhere. It's somebody who's under an energy. They might be acting out of character. It might just be somebody who says hi out of nowhere. It could be a new soulmate. It could be this runner. I don't know yet. It is a soulmate. I can tell you that. You'll feel it. Don't let it drift. Don't turn a raccoon into Bigfoot. All right? Let's clarify here. Let's grab the little animal deck, which randomly at the bottom, and I shit you not, I did not know this was here. All right? It's the moon. I mean, come on. I mean, it's perfect. It really is. This is very easy energy to read. All right, I get it. And take my advice on this, all right? Stay neutral. All right, what's going on here? 6 of Cups. 9 of Swords will come with it. Let's clarify the DF side. Let's do it. 6 of Cups. Wow. These readings are getting crazy, dude. I'm getting helped by some kind of energy to do these readings. Something way more powerful than I am, I'll tell you. That's too many. That's like a coincidence. I mean, that's incredible, the odds of that happening. That's crazy. All right. So that means that the last time I used this deck, the universe knows what's good because everything's already there, right? Everything that's ever happened or ever will happen has already happened, and it's all happening at once. So I set up this reading the last time I used this deck. It was part of the setup for this reading. That's wild. You think about that, you'll go down rabbit holes. It's crazy. Just like you do as you go through life. You set up the next thing without realizing it. Something will happen and you'll go, oh my God, if I hadn't done that there, then that wouldn't have happened. Oh my God. We all have those oh my God moments every once in a while. Why is the 6 of Cups here? Let's clarify. Let's see. Okay, we got it. Oh yeah, they're coming. Something's coming. It's a soulmate. It's a love. It is a soulmate. It could be the runner. It could be somebody new. It comes out of nowhere. It is somebody who you definitely make them happy. Heart chakra wide open. You'll feel the anticipation. Knight of Cups crossing what will be the center card here. Red, which is red with the 9 of Swords. That anticipation. Yeah, this is what you're feeling. Believe it. Trust your intuition under this energy right now. Trust it. Trust if you're someone who doesn't trust their intuition, thinks they don't have one, something like that, stop that, by the way. Just do me a favor, trust your intuition between now and the 10/10 portal in October. All right, just trust it. All right, that's it, especially during this Mercury retrograde thing. All right, let's go. What's on top? Yeah, the Magician. Is it transformation? Something here. There's oh God, it's karma, but it's more than that. I don't want to put too much hocus pocus on it and say there's a soul contract playing out, but it kind of is in a way. All right, this is a massive energy of transformation here. Also, it's a warning to you not to let this drift into anxiety. You anticipate something's happening. Whatever's happening, you can handle it. All right, you can handle it, right? And no problem at all. All right, center card crossed by the Knight of Cups, red with the 9 of Swords. 5 Swords. Why is that important? Well, this is a false victory kind of a thing. It can be. All right. I think when this energy comes towards you, either it's somebody new who's not who you expect, right? You don't expect your friend to tell you they want to bang you, but you have a soulmate connection with them. Or this person comes in here and it causes, again, like I didn't want to say, I'll say it again, it might pose a problem for you in some way, and that problem is going to be different for all of you. It just stems from the fact that you've grown your vibration. Your frequency is much higher on this side than this side. Okay, that's all. So, yeah, don't let that drift into anxiety either. You can handle it. It's no big deal. Take it and run with what you're given. That's what I do in life. That's why I stay neutral. I wake up every morning and I say something's going to happen today, right? Might be good, might be bad, I don't know. Whatever it is, I just roll with it. That's all. All right, let's Let's go. If this drifts, there's a real warning here that if this drifts into anxiety, it's not good. So just let whatever you feel coming show up. What's red with the Magician? Yeah. Page of Pentacles. Yeah. You've learned enough lessons in the past that you can handle. It just backs up my read on the Magician. This is a card of the Student. You've learned enough that you can handle what happens. Take the advice, if you will. I mean, do what you want. But take the suggestion I just gave you about how I tend to worry about or not worry about things. Sit in the middle. Something's going to happen today. It might be good, it might be bad, whatever it is, I'll just roll with it. It's fine. You know? There's nothing coming your way that you can't handle here. Now, there is an energy here with this, especially with this Knight of Cups crossing the Five of Swords, red with 9 swords. That whatever this is that's coming your way, comes out of the shadows, is not what you're expecting. So my advice again is stay neutral for outcomes, right? Don't turn a raccoon into Bigfoot, and don't start thinking it's going to be this wonderful thing. Don't think anything. Just, I feel like something's going to happen, I'm going to let it happen. All right. Let's clarify over here. And we're going to use you know what? I'm going to pull the classic Light Seer out of retirement. My old beat up Light Seer mini version. Randomly at the bottom is 3 Pentacles. Let's see where we go here. Somebody definitely coming for a new beginning here. A new beginning is on offer. Tell me about the Moon, and the 6 of Wands will come with it. Let's go. Let's clarify. Tell me about the Moon on the DM side. What's happening here? Behind the scenes, under the water. There's a lot of love under that water. That's my Queen of Cups underwater there. It's the most love I could pull from the deck. What's going on here? What's going on? All right. Okay. Yeah. Look. Knight of Cups. I'm going to put it right there. Okay? Forget about that 5 of Swords, because I know you're all better than letting it drift to anxiety. You're just going to roll with it. Because you're high vibrational people, and that's what high vibrational people do. Knight of Cups. Their center card, crossing card, that's red with 6 of Wands, is the Emperor. Yep. Yep. Uh-huh. Somebody that answers the question, who's this Knight of Cups belong to? The divine masculine. That's who. Alright? Alright. What's on top? 7 of Cups. It's someone who's making new choices. They're acting out of character. I get that. That's my energy off of this. This is one. Every card reflects differently in certain contexts. This is that energy here. There's he's second guessing. He's going, I always do this in this situation. Let's try something different. Okay? Well, again, it's a bit of George Costanza energy coming in. Not the if they can't find me, they can't fire me energy. It's more the if I do the opposite of what I think I should do, everything turns out great kind of energy. It's that kind of energy. All right. Wow. Center card. I like it. I like it. Somebody's acting out. And I said that around the 6 of Wands. I said this is somebody whose heart chakra's open. They're almost high on life. They're saying, and you get like that sometimes, or we've all been there where we're just in a really interesting, different mood. We just say hi to people. We do things we wouldn't normally do, right? It's like that. Somebody doing something different. What's the center card? It's crossed by the Emperor. Red with the 6 of Wands. The Sun. Yep. I could take this literally and say this divine masculine has seen the light. I could. But this is all I said. What did I say earlier? I said it's almost like they're high, right? And I didn't want you to take that literally. They're not literally high, but you catch my drift, right? Yeah, this is the happiest card. Look at her. All right? If I walked up to her, I'd be like, okay, she a bit too much for me. I don't mind a happy girl. I don't mind having some fun, but come on. It's a bit too Pollyanna for me. It's a little too much. That's it. That's this energy here. Look at this person. They look pretty happy. This is the happiest card in the deck. And this is the Emperor acting out of character, doing something different. And this backs up every reading I've done recently. And all my readings tie together. What's red with the 7 of Cups? Oh, I love it. I don't know who's running this reading, but it is not me. I'm not this good. I'm not this lucky with the cards. And there's no such thing as luck anyway. But man, the universe on my side today. What did I say here? This card is red with this card. I said he's doing something different than they would normally do. And he's still considering that gold thing there rather than picking the red one. It's the King of Wands. It's the Burger King, red with it. It is. It absolutely is. It's somebody realizing their behavior. They have, in a way, seen the light. Somebody wanting to fix something. Somebody wanting to do something different than they normally do. Because this guy usually, male or female, this energy, well, I won't say always. I'll say usually ends up alone. They're usually a very lonely person. They are. Because they don't go with their heart. They go with status or you know, some kind of, you know, just superficial nonsense, right? Love them and leave them kind of thing. It's a very lonely people. You can get it. And I've got friends that are like that, that were like that in their 20s when we were all young. And the ones that are still like that now in their 40s, it's almost sad to see their life in a way, you know? It's how I described our neighbor once who's similar to this, because he lives above a garage like Fonzie used to on Happy Days, right? He used to live above Richie Cunningham's garage. And I said to my wife, I said, yeah, he's a bit like what happened to Fonzie if he stayed Fonzie. You know, Fonzie was cool when they were kids, but it just gets sad when they get, you know, in his case, he's in his 50s, when they're in their 50s. That's kind of what's going on here. Somebody's making new choices. They're acting out of character. All right. Let's grab the witches. Let's see what else the universe wants to tell you. The Sun and the Emperor. I mean, it backs up every reading. Now, again, this is just describing this energy and what's coming towards you. Your reaction to it is interesting because, you know, you've learned a lot of things about yourself. You've grown your vibration. This Five of Swords here, you know, again, I don't want to call it disappointment, but I want to call it a bittersweet victory of some kind. It's a little bit bittersweet because a lot of you are past this. It's on some level. It's still somebody, this person should be a lot more sure, and we're still getting a King of Wands energy here. There's a whole different, it's tough to change. People don't change, they just adapt. And look at that, as I randomly put this back, Knight of Cups. Yeah, somebody's coming in as a Knight of Cups with a little bit of King of Wands energy here trying to change. I get that. But I think it's more of an adaptation here than anything else. All right, let's see what else the universe wants to tell you. We'll pull 3 cards and a crossing card down the middle with the witches, which randomly at the bottom is a Wheel of Fortune. So yes, things are changing. No doubt about it. Things are changing all around us. But here in the soulmate cycle, we're definitely flipping the script here, for sure. Let's go. Let's see what we got. Let's do it. What else you want to say? I don't know if it wants to talk about this side or this side. I have no idea. I just let it do it. Whatever. Whatever comes in, comes in. I don't care. I don't much care. And all things come to those who don't give a shit whether they get them or not. That's your policy for manifesting. Put it out there, forget about it. Leave a void for the universe to fill. You'd be amazed how when you don't care whether you get something or not, how often you get it. It's that old thing that always happens, love shows up when you're not looking for it. That kind of thing. You can look and look and look and look and look. Oftentimes the things that we find show up out of nowhere. They show up rather uniquely, if you will. All right, let's go when we're not looking. What's here? Five Pentacles. 7 Cups again wants to talk about this side. What's red with 5 Cups? I always use the center card to tell me that. 6 Cups. Remember the 6 of Cups? You got it. It was randomly at the bottom of your deck. Yeah. Somebody's coming. The universe wants you to know this energy, in spite of all this, yeah, they're high, and they get it, and all this kind of stuff, and they're acting differently than they normally would. Somebody's coming towards you for moderately selfish reasons. And maybe that's the bittersweetness of it. Maybe you realize that. You realize that the only reason they're coming towards you is because they're cold and you got some coats. All right, we can put it that way. It's a fear of missing out energy. It's someone who did miss out. They feel like they missed out on something. So it's like an attitude of, okay, I'm just going to try something different and see what happens. Not really changing, but they're just going to try something different. That's fine. We'll take that. Because a lot of you on this side, if nothing else, it brings you some closure. But also, this is something that you can adapt to as well. You can work to your advantage somehow. It's going to play out differently for all of you, but you can. All right? But they're showing up for this reason. They missed out on something. And that's why they're making different choices. Crossing that, how do I know that's making different choices or making a decision? Is the 2 of Pentacles. That's why. That's what's crossing the 7 of Cups here. So it definitely wants to talk about this side, but it wants to tell you this side why they're showing up. There's a lot of frustration here. They're making different choices because their life is frustrating them. It's not working, right? And when they think about you, yeah, you make them very happy. They feel like they can have some kind of victory with you. Absolutely. But the people are who they are, so keep that in mind. That might be the bittersweet element here. People don't change, not without going on a deep spiritual journey, a period in a monastery where, you know, all that. Mostly they just adapt, right? That's all. I tell you all the time. Even something like a serial killer who's been dormant for 30 years or whatever, there's a trigger. There's something, it's still in there. That person would do it again if the trigger went off. Same thing here. Now go back to the Burger King the moment something triggers them. What might trigger this person to go back to Burger King? They show up and there's real feelings here. They might be afraid of those feelings. And we get that a lot when we pull on this side. So keep that in mind. You have that information now. So again, the magician talking about things you learn can help you adapt to this. Maybe don't be so heavy on the feelings. If this person's afraid of those feelings, keep it light. Keep the car in first gear. Chill out, right? You learn to drive in a parking lot. You don't learn to drive out on a busy freeway where everybody's buzzing by you at 85 miles an hour, right? That's not where you teach somebody to use a clutch. So, or how to drive a car, period. You start in the parking lot. Maybe you need to start in the parking lot with this person a little bit and play it their way. Whatever the case, somebody is making a decision. They're very frustrated. You make them very happy. They feel like they missed out. They feel like they want to change their ways or maybe try something different than they normally do just to see what might happen. All right? It's a bittersweet victory for you, but for reasons I've explained. I don't think it's anything you can't deal with. I'm going to see if there's anything else here. Randomly at the bottom of this deck, by the way, is the moon again. This is the other Light Seer deck, the new one, the moon. Again, the moon, and that's their card right there. Yeah, universe very clear. Somebody's showing up here. I'm gonna pull on this Five of Swords for you. This Five of Swords and Nine of Swords. Okay, and I got room over here. I'm gonna do it right in here. All right, let's see. Tell me about the Five of Swords, Knight of Cups, Nine of Swords over here for the DF side. I don't know what it wants to tell you. I do know it wants to warn you. This shows up out of nowhere. This pops up, I'll tell you. And it's good advice that I give about the camping trip where you sit there in the dark and you're worried about, oh my God, you know, what's going to pop out. Don't turn a raccoon into, at worst, it'll probably be a raccoon or a porcupine. Don't turn it into Bigfoot or some kind of giant bear attacking you. It's crazy. Don't let things run wild. Try to stay neutral a little bit. Keep you calm. Keep this anticipation from drifting into anxiety. But let's see. Five Swords, Knight of Cups, Nine Swords. What do you want to say about it? What do you... The bottom card's funny. Strength card. Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. A Judgment. Judgment with the Strength card. Page of Pentacles is crossed by the Hierophant. Says the same thing I said before. This is the card of the student. This little Page of Pentacles here, crossed by the Hierophant. You've learned. You guys have grown your energy. You've learned a lot. Be the bigger person here. Okay? Be the bigger person here. There's a good chance for taking it literally. There's a strong chance for a second chance here. Something's coming back from the dead, and somebody has learned a little bit of a lesson, and it's the Emperor. They have. Look at that again. Look at this. Look at the cards that match in this reading. The moons are all over the place. The Emperors are all over the place. But now I got a Hierophant on top of it. Yeah, somebody is coming in. You're the dominant energy here. All right, it's up to you what happens here. So again, why it might be an anxiety, you might think it's all a bunch of bullshit. You might think that the Emperor's spiritual awakening is a crock of crap, but you might think that they're staying in their life and not changing anything. It's possible. That to me reads like a bit of anxiety, a bit of skepticism energy. Give them the benefit of the doubt. At least give them a chance to fail before you fail them. That's really what we got. They are coming back for a second chance. But what's important here, I guess, the important card is this Page of Pentacles. Past experience will serve you well here. Things you've learned that have raised your vibration will serve you well here. All right? There you go. That's your reading. I personally, let's say if someone runs from me, I don't really like someone showing up in this kind of energy. You could take it how you want, but I think you catch my drift when I say that, right? It's like someone who says they don't want to come to your party, right? And then they take a drive-by or they hear about your party and it's really awesome, and then they want to come. It's a bit of, you kind of look at them funny, right? You kind of, it's a bit of a 5 of swords with a 9 of swords. You kind of look at them, oh, now you want to come to the party, right? Oh, now that you thought it was going, what? You thought it was going to be shit. Now you want to come because you see everybody's here. It's a big block party. It's like that kind of energy. So keep that in mind, that that's really what's happening here with why they're showing up with the 6 of Cups read with the 5 of Pentacles here, all right? But you could take that and work with it. I would just work in their wheelhouse. I wouldn't take it too far out. You know, again, stay in their parking lot, if you will. And don't be too overly emotional, because that's what they're afraid of. They're afraid of those emotions that they feel for you. That's all. All right, maybe they were afraid to come to the party. I don't know. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. All right, good luck.